Ironborn is kind of a really personal one for me. Uh, Not only did I kind of bring the idea to the rest of the band, which is always a really strange thing for me because I don't play an instrument uh, well at all. So I brought this one on piano, and I literally was just hitting a couple single notes here and there. But I had the entire song in my head, and I'm very lucky that I play in a band that these guys help me out with that and make it this thing that's 20 times better than what I would have come up with on my own. Um, this song lyrically, it's really about during the making of the record. We were recording up in upstate New York, and we were maybe, I don't know, a week and a half into a 2-week process, about to kind of finish everything up, and I got a phone call from my mom that my dad, who is a really special person to me, was going in to get heart surgery, which totally took me by shock because my dad is in better shape than I am in, and is just, health nut. And I honestly thought she was joking, but she was serious. And they found basically that he had like 99% blockage in all of his arteries, and then he had to get a quadruple bypass surgery, and it was going to be like within a day or two. And I was outside the studio getting this phone call, came back in. I think Dan had asked me to, if I was ready for a take, and I broke down in front of everyone. Dan, who I just met, and my 4 friends, and I couldn't even talk. I didn't even know what to say. It slowly got out as I was able to kind of struggle through it, and I told him what was happening, and I kind of left the recording process for a couple of days to help my family and figure stuff out. And immediately I kind of just started writing about it, because that's how I get through stuff, and that's how I deal with things. So I wrote a lot of lyrics about kind of the connection I've had with my dad, and I'm a father myself, so it's a very special connection that I feel with my son and my dad. And just how I kind of wrote from his perspective, which is kind of odd, but maybe it was my way of kind of having him reassure me when he couldn't. And he was talking about how in the lyrics that he's always going to be here, and he's going to be in my heart and my head. And it was also me saying to him that I want to fulfill kind of all the hopes he has ever had for me. And so I wrote the lyrics about that conversation that has never happened, but has sort of always been going on. And so it was a really weird time. We were in the middle of making this record that has meant everything to this band, and then one of the most important people in my life goes through this big major thing in the middle of it. So I actually didn't record any more vocals for the rest of that time period, and I had to go down to Georgia and record the rest of it. And by that point, I had put kind of all my thoughts together about this song. And when I hear it now played back to me, and I'll run to it from time to time, it's a really odd and kind of special feeling that I get from it that I don't know how else to describe it. But at the end, we actually were able to get my dad's vocals on the track. He's kind of looks like Bruce Springsteen to me, to other people, and we got him to do kind of a Bruce Springsteen, like 1, 2, 3, 4, that whole count thing that he does, and it's on the record, and that's because of Dan and Brad. So I want to kind of thank them for that. And when I hear it and I'm running, it gets me every time. I go off, and I go back to that moment, and he's okay, and he's here, and I'm super thankful for that, and I hope I make them proud.
Thank you so much for everything. He's not wearing any shoes. Thank you again. We love you. This means everything.